Here we are back in the barn, catching up with where we're at with the barn art stage, barn archiving. Last time I was here, we had not done all the concrete. You can see now that we've got concrete in the place. The whole place has been concreted. We've built this little room. We'll get a little bit of light going on here. So you can see, not much light obviously, but there's a little lamp and a little chair and a little bed there. You can see we got a microwave, a fridge, I got a banana, got my laptop set up and my speaker. We're still just processing. I've got the couch here, wardrobe, got my clothes, some old farm clothes here if I need clothes. Still got a whole bunch of junk here that we're trying to process through and deal with, but as you see, we're making some progress. We're trying to deal with it here. What becomes of all this crap? I mean, right now I'm dealing with all these posters, all these, these boxes full of posters and images and stuff that I all collected from all my DJing and all my CDs and all the CDs and DVDs and posters that I've done with Curb and everything. I'm just trying to process it all. I'm just trying to make sense of it, because you got to understand, for me, every time I look at every little damn piece of paper here, or any damn, look in every damn box, there's something that reminds me of something. All I can see is things that have happened. The whole concept of it is to make sense of all of this. What I'm trying to do is to make some art. And I'm sitting here going, sticking all these things together and making some kind of crazy artwork out of them in the hope that there's going to be some meaning will surface from it. I can't just throw my life out. I have to process it in some way. I have to come to grips with it, and that's what art is all about. That you use art to try and understand things that can't be understood. There must be some way through it, because what I can't help but think is that I'm here with these objects right now, and each of these objects and me here in this barn, it's all come together in this strange and chaotic way. I embrace the randomness of it. This is all a bunch of stuff that a rat's tried to make some nest out of. He's gotten into all the posters and started ripping bits up together, and it's just like, how much more random can you get than that? Like, it's a literal rat's nest, of different bits of posters of stuff that I've been involved with, all torn up and ripped together, and like I said, I just keep on seeing all these crazy objects. Look, there's my ex-girlfriend's gloves from 16, 17 years ago. There's just such random things from such different parts of my life. I mean, what's it supposed to mean? Box of cords, stickers, that old spinning wheel. I can't help but remember that from when I was a kid. My mum used to own it. Old art that my mum had. My grandma painted that picture. That picture used to hang in the hallway when I was a kid, when my grandma's, that space mask, fire mask I found when I was with a girl on a beach under the harbour bridge. I'm trying to deal with all this crap. It's, as I said, I'm reaching for minimalism. Anybody could tell me you could just pack it all up and throw it in a bin, because that's where it's going to end up anyway, one day soon. And it's true. The process is the art. Just as every single one of these objects represents a tiny part of a journey that I've taken through my life, gluing them all together like somehow that's going to make it make sense. Well, it's about deconstruction. This does actually have an artistic concept behind it, that it's randomness, it's the reconstruction of experience as art, and of course it's simply processing, simply moving through, simply trying to understand. what the experience is all about. Could be doing something better with my time, but I'm not. I choose to do this. Just the fact that I'm drawn to it. I mean, that is what being an artist is that you're drawn to resolve these objects into some kind of concept. And I don't think that anyone's going to come along and be like, oh, this is aesthetically some kind of, has some kind of meaning. It hits me as, an explosion of memories and experience. And, you see all these old people walking around and they seem so, old people have this vibe about them, like they don't remember they've been alive for all these years. This way I get to deal with the fact that I've lived all these lives, I've experienced all these things, and I can see it all laid out before me as an artistic projection of what the hell is going on in my head. When all the stuff you see laid out here has all been forgotten about, and I've forgotten it, and it doesn't even make any sense to me anymore, then I will look at it and go, man, I lived all these different lives. You cannot forget the life that you've lived. Maybe you can't comprehend what the hell it means, but that you have lived a life, that you have had an experience, that you have had some kind of existence that maybe is not going to mean a hell of a lot when the moment that you're dead, and it's certainly not going to mean that much to whoever you leave behind, because it's just a bunch of junk, it's just a bunch of bits of paper glued together. But in the moment when you're struggling to reach for something, to understand who you are is what your past is. And if you can't remember your past, then you can't remember who you are. I mean, that's a journey I took when I was in Minsk and I was dealing with some bad emotions there. I started to think about the journey that I'd been on. And when I finally comprehended and understood that I've been through so much, and the fact that I will keep going, that has to bring you some sort of resolution. And that's all I'm looking for here. Just looking for resolution. Keep building, keep processing, keep sticking stuff together. Never sure really if it means much. Keep making this barn into something, keep making this farm into something, keep going back to Europe, keep having adventures, keep going. These are all the places I've been, in my mind, in my life. And we keep going. We stop to reflect. We understand that it's a journey, that each step is part of a journey. So many steps in, and a lot of steps left to go. And this is what we're doing. This is how we're going.